Welcome to Tuesday, everybody, and you know what time it is. It's time for Kicking It with Keisha&K.C.
I'm Keisha.
And I'm KC, and we have another special guest in the house tonight. Her name is Diamond of DNA Divine Nursing Angel. And she's also a Reiki therapist, right? Did I say it right?
Reiki practitioner.
A Reiki practitioner. I believe this show will be beneficial to everyone because it's talking about healing the body. It's talking about an alternative way of healing. I was reading up on Reiki, and it was pretty interesting. So tune in and take note.
Yep, I got my crystals on.
Yay.
And I do sometimes feel like the crystals do help change like your energy or your vibe, or if you're in a bad mood, they can help put you in a good mood. Or
that's actually what their elemental properties are. That's what they do.
Okay.
That's exactly what they do. They help tune in to the earth's vibration. So those vibrations help ease what symptoms you might be having, discomforts that you could be having.
Okay.
All right. So let's jump right into it. So if you could just explain a little bit of Reiki to our listeners.
You got it. Reiki is a universal energy. It's not nothing that's created. It's something that's already here within the earth. And we as humans are able to tune into that energy.
Yeah.
We are able to tune into that energy. And as practitioners, we learn how to take the energy and transmit it from the earth and be able to take to the person. And energy, we don't actually direct it to what it is that you're having problems with, because the energy is directed in smart itself. So it actually is able to go to the root cause and be able to help resolve issues that you are having by balancing your energy. We do have energy zones. You made a comment about my necklace, but we do have energy zones. And that's what mostly Reiki focuses on, is on those energy zones. The energy zones are our chakras. They're located from the top of our head to the root or the base of our growing. We have 7 of those energy zones. We actually have more than them, but we focus on the main 7. Those zones are actually directly connected to our endocrine systems or our glands. So that's why they have a direct effect over our organs. So when we think different things or we have different stressors, that's why those stressors can cause diseases within those areas that we're carrying the stress in, because we imbalance that area, that gland, that endocrine area. So it causes a physical or a disease symptom. I don't like to say disease. I like to prefer it as a dis-ease. Same spelling. Just break it up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, just it's a dis-ease. So if you can get your energetic body back stable, which Reiki is one of the ways that you can do it. There are many energy healing modalities that you can utilize. Yoga is one of them that a lot of people do, and they mostly do it for exercise, in which yoga is not mostly for exercise. It is a mind-body meditation, and it helps you to align your mind with your energetic body so that you can keep that energy aligned and keep it flowing. The better it's flowing, the better your health is. So, and we can support it not just with energy modalities, we can also support it with our behaviors that we carry out also. If we be a little bit more mindful with what we do, what we carry out throughout our days, a little bit more compassionate and empathetic toward people, towards ourselves. A lot of times we don't express love and emotions towards ourselves. We always express more disappointment instead of the things that we do good. Like you can ask somebody, so tell me 3 things good, or you tell me 3 things good. You have to kind of sit and think, 3 things just today?
Right.
Or if I ask you 3 things bad, you can give me 3 things real quick. Well, such and such pissed me off, this happened, I lost this real quick. But it's a little harder for you to give yourself self-gratification. It's easier to give it to other people. So when we start expressing or being more of a people pleaser versus pleasing ourselves, that's an imbalance within our root chakra, which is the ground chakra. Our ground chakra is the one that keeps us balanced. A lot of people speak about being balanced, but they don't truly live within that state of being balanced. So practicing Reiki and other energy modalities. Another one that I like to utilize is called Qigong. Qigong is similar to yoga. It's just a little slower, but it helps align those energy centers as well.
So it's like a series of movements, so to speak, like yoga, but a little different.
Yeah, it's not as fast.
Okay.
It's not as fast. And then like with Reiki, you more so focus on the energetic body by passing the energy from you, from the earth from you to the person. And you focus on the areas that you feel, because sometimes you can actually feel it depending on how sensitive you are and how open a person is that you're actually giving the session to. Because sometimes if you're a little resistant, or you feel that this might not be what you should be doing, or something, or you maybe not believe, or you're not comfortable with it, then it tends to be a little bit harder, because you as the practitioner can feel that resistance in the person.
Okay.
So when you're doing energy healing on a person, when you're actually giving a Reiki session, you don't actually have to put your hands on the person. You can, you don't typically do, but sometimes you are drawn to do so. People have different responses when they do get energy healing sessions. Some people get emotional, like they'll have emotional releases, and it cannot be associated to anything that you're necessarily located at. Like I could be at your legs and you may start crying. But it can be into relation to something that you've been carrying, and it's been carried within that area of your legs.
Oh, wow.
So I had one client, and I did a short video on YouTube for, she actually had an emotional release while I was doing a Reiki session on her. She had a bad injury on her arm, and she had on a long sleeve sweater, so I didn't know she had this injury to her arm, and it was quite old. It was maybe over 6 years old. And when I got to that area, she got really, really, really tearful, and she started crying, and she was having a hard time breathing. So after we were done with this session, we kind of talked about what was going on, and she was telling me that she felt a release of feeling disappointment about how she obtained the injury.
Oh, wow.
So, she was releasing, letting go of drinking and being out of control with her alcoholism. So when I got to that area, that was something that I didn't know about, but I did sense that it was something going on, because it held me there for a little while. So
you can just feel that coming off the body.
And for the client that's actually receiving it, they get an experience to release things that they didn't know was there. You go in for the session with the intention of releasing whatever it is. If it's pain, whatever it is that's going on, you're going into the session with the intention of getting rid of that. The energy is smart enough to know where it needs to go to help align and address that area. So as a practitioner, I don't have to focus on so much of, oh, you say your wrist hurt, I need to really focus my energy and area to get everything to drive to your wrist. I just focus on all of the areas, making sure that I'm balancing everything, keeping everything open and aligned. And once I'm able to do that, then what's going on with the wrist is able to mend and release itself. Once you're able to align the energy, then the symptom is able to leave. It's kind of, it's a different experience. And from being a registered nurse and being a nurse for so long, when I first started in nursing
and a
school,
good nurse, by the way.
Why, thank you, God.
Yeah.
But when I first started in nursing school, I graduated from nursing school in 98. Okay, so we talked about energy healing, but we more so talked about healing touch. So it was more so focused on like lymphatic draining. So like touching a person, we can kind of like get the lymphatic system to drain. Through time, as I've learned the scientific part and then the spiritual part, it's been like a division. It's like they kind of made a wedge to keep those things separated instead of letting them be together, in which they really should be together, because the chakra system is shown with scientific facts that the imbalance in those areas causes diseases. They cause you to have the diseases that we experience. From cancers on down to simple diabetes, it causes so many ailments within our bodies. And then from them depriving us of the information and knowledge, because they say science shouldn't be with spirituality, in which we're not saying science is religion, because none of the healing modalities, Reiki on down to yoga, none of them are specifically religious. They are associated to different religions that practice them, but they are not actually a religious practice themselves.
Okay.
So for them to be divided from science is kind of sad. For many, many, many years, a lot of people have heard about your third eye. You talk about your third eye all the time. Your third eye is directly related to your pineal gland. For many years, we have heard that we give everyone fluorinated water. Why do we have to put fluoride in our water? We use toothpaste that has fluoride in it. We use other things to manage protecting our teeth. Okay? Fluoride is proven and it's known to calcify the pineal gland. They tell us in medical school that the pineal gland helps your sleep circadian cycle. So that's how you're able to fall asleep, stay awoke. That's not all that it affects now. We understand now that it has a direct relationship to you having Alzheimer's.
Wait, say it again. So the fluoride has a direct relation.
It causes calcification of that gland. Yep, of your pineal gland.
And I read too, like I saw, because of the scientific part of it and them not wanting that spiritual part of it, like when you're children, they have you soak your gums and stuff in fluoride to intentionally block the pineal gland so that your mind isn't open to that spirituality. It's like everything, like people don't think it's that deep because they don't want to believe, it's a conspiracy, so to speak. But they give it to us like,
I don't say conspiracy, it's control.
And to make you kind of docile. Because as a child, you know how kids up until a certain age, you can see certain things and you call it imagination and things like that. But once you get that fluoride soaked in your gums, it blocks that spiritual connection.
And that spiritual connection is connected directly to your third eye chakra.
Deodorant, we're putting it on every day, and we're not realizing every day of doing something, every day of using the toothbrush, every day of a lot of people I've seen are switching to the charcoal toothpaste so that they can try and reverse those effects and things like that.
You can. Our body has the ability to heal itself, and it does it daily. We just have to give it the space to be able to do so.
Yes.
COVID was a good thing. People got upset. They was like, COVID. COVID gave us a chance to slow down. It gave the earth a chance to slow down. And it gave us a chance to stop doing so much harm to ourselves as well as the earth. And it gave us a chance to kind of unite with not just the people around us, but the things that are important to us. Because the stuff that was considered important, my car and all of this type of stuff, my clothes, well, you can have them.
Nothing
but ain't nobody else about to see them because we all in the house.
Right.
So let me just give you a website, divinenursingangel.com. Okay, so when Keisha first mentioned you and coming on the show, right? So I went to the website. You had an intro video on there. So I listened to the intro video. Then I started reading and listening to different YouTube videos and stuff like that. So since then, I have had, I guess, like a Reiki experience because you said the body can actually heal itself.
Yes, it can.
Okay, so one thing that I did learn from researching Reiki was, and like you said, putting your chakra right in line, right? So I've been laying, just laying flat on my back and been doing some deep breathing exercises or whatever. And remember last week I was telling you like I was under the weather, and so since I've been doing that, I have not had any problem.
None.
Okay. None. I've been feeling a lot better. And another thing was I had discovered the use of the essential oils and the different uses for essential oils rather than taking the medicine I was prescribed. I've been using the essential oil. So I'm telling you, Reiki is it's a healer. I will say that. Yes. It's different. I like it.
It is.
Yes.
It is. We sometimes don't realize that we do Reiki.
Reiki, yes. I'm saying Reiki, but it's Reiki.
Western,
Reiki.
Nope. Western say Reiki. Eastern says Reiki.
Okay.
So there's no wrong way to say it.
No wrong way, no right
like
way.
popping soda.
Exactly. It's like tomato and tomato.
Okay.
Caramel and caramel.
Yes.
Okay. But when we were younger, you remember like you'll bang your leg or you'll hurt your arm and your mom would be like, oh, let me kiss it, let me rub it.
Yeah.
And it'd start feeling better.
Yeah.
That's because she was rubbing the intention for it to feel better. So she was taking the energy and passing it through her with her intention for you to feel better. That's the same thing that you do when you hurt yourself and you grab it and you start rubbing it. You giving yourself Reiki. You don't have to have like a special attunement or anything like that to be able to do it. We all have the ability to be able to do so. When you were laying down deep breathing, what you were doing was you was taking in energy and you were aligning your chakras with your breath. That's called pranayama breathing. And you actually take your breath and you bring it from the top and you take it down. And you don't have to actually bring the breath to your top of your head. It's not physically doing that. You're driving the intention. Wherever you take your intention to, and that's your thoughts, wherever you take that to, that's where your energy is going to flow to also.
Yes.
Okay.
And I would imagine that, well, I'm not going to say I would imagine, but this will probably be good for parents that have children that have ADHD and ADD and they don't really want to use medicine all the time. But however, sometimes with children like that, they have to slow down.
Yes.
And you have to give them some deep breathing exercises and stuff like that.
Dylan, you listen?
To put everything in line. So I would really recommend if a parent has a child that has ADD or ADHD and you don't want to always give them medicine, but teach children yoga. Teach them deep breathing exercises. Hit Diamond up for a Reiki section.
And how to work with their third eye chakra.
Yes.
Usually people with those type of illnesses, any type of mental illnesses, they have an overactive chakra. So it's too open. It's too much coming in. So they don't know how to respond to it. So their body gets overactive to the stimuli.
Okay.
I've heard that a lot of like mental illness is directly like connected to like misaligned chakras, and if they can get it balanced, it could actually help release some of that. Right, like sometimes it's like a miscommunication in the brain.
Yes,
so
that's exactly what it is. Their perception, the way that they perceive, and the way that they see things. So their observation is different. The way that they interact is a lot different because in their mind, in their world that they have created, it's normal, it's right. So, or this is the way that they're supposed to communicate because this is what functions in their world.
Okay. Now, where do the crystals come in? Like you see, I have my obsidian crystals and my bracelets on. Where do the crystals come in to directly affect
actually line up with the chakras, and it's kind of easy because they line up with like colors.
Okay.
The colors help them with their vibrations, and I shouldn't say help them with their vibrations, but that's part of what defines or drives their vibrations. So your root chakra which is your ground chakra, your first chakra. Some people say it backwards. Some people say this is 1 or 7. I start with 1 at the bottom. It's closest to the ground. It is the main one. It's the most important one, and it's the one that drives all the rest of them. So your root chakra is red. It can be associated with any colors that's close to the earth colors. So like the dark browns, blacks, reds, darker shades of red. Then as you move up right below your navel, you have a space here. That's called your sacral chakra. That area is orange. It's more so associated with like your sexual energy, your reproduction energy, all the organs within that area. And that one is orange, so it's mostly associated with crystals within the orange family. Then as you move up, you get closer to not actually at your heart, but right below your heart. It's above the navel, but below the heart. That's your solar plexus. The solar plexus is associated with yellow, and that's like your sunshine. That's how you show up in the world. So crystals that are mostly associated with like yellow colors are really good for that area. Then you move up to your heart. Your heart chakra is associated with the color green. So crystals within that area will be green, and then you can also use pink crystals for the heart. It drives with 2, just like the root chakra does. You got your throat. Your throat chakra is associated with a soft color blue, and that's your area of communication. Okay. So any crystals that's on the lighter shade of blue, and I should have been showing y'all. I actually got some chakra crystals right here. but the blue ones are associated with the throat, the lighter shades of blue. Then as you move up, you get to your third eye. The third eye is also associated with blue or kind of like the purple colors. More so like violet would be more the color that I would want to say. So like a crystal that would be good for that would be like amethyst. Amethyst starts to get dark over time. So it looks, this one kind of looks black right now. So it get a little darker, but that's the one that you want to use here. Colors that's more so like violet, purple, somewhere in that line. Then you have your crown chakra. Your crown chakra is associated with like your connection to the universe, your connection to everything, your spirituality. That one is mostly associated with crystals that are clear.
Okay.
So like clear quartz crystals on that line. You can use white crystals also for the crown chakra, and then you can also use purple and violet crystals for those too. These ones are kind of interchangeable.
Okay. So we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Diamond from Divine Nursing. Yeah. Look.
DivineNursingAngel.com.
Divine Nursing Angel. All right.
And welcome back. We are talking with Diamond of DNA Divine Nursing Angel. Go to her website, DivineNursingAngel.com, and she has an introductory video on there explaining what she does. She's a holistic nurse. So, I would just want to piggyback on something we were discussing. We were discussing how medicine and spirituality and how they try to keep the two separate. And I'm a firm believer that believe in something. And because if you believe in something, you can you believe in yourself and you can actually heal yourself from that. And with them separating spirituality and spirituality and medicine, a lot of times that can keep people sicker longer, and it can keep them sick, period. That's probably not something you can probably say because you like you said, you're a nurse, but however, I like holistic medicine. People need to tap into that.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Medicine is trying to bring it forth a little more. Traditionally, medicine is focused on medicine is focused on treating. It's not focused on healing. It's not focused on prevention. Prevention is something that we're starting to hear more of, okay? But it's not the driving force. It's not the focus.
They'll bring it up, but
they get you on, like, okay, say for instance you have cancer, okay? And it can be early stage cancer. So the first thing we want to do is we want to do treatment. We want to put you on radiation if need be, or chemotherapy, which is you taking oral medications, okay? Now we're going to evaluate how you're eating. Now we're going to look at what your stressors are, which cause this disalignment from the beginning to even cause you to have cancer to settle in this area, okay? Whichever area it is. I'm pointing like this, but I ain't talking about my breasts. I'm just pointing at my body.
Okay.
They don't focus on what type of exercises you need to do. They just focus on what it is that you need to do as far as taking medications, how we're going to manage it.
We want to get you this little vial, and it costs $50,000.
Exactly.
And you're gonna need
your insurance don't pay for it.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to take out a loan, and you're going to have to borrow some money, and you're going to have to start a GoFundMe and do all of this stuff when those different efforts could have been applied in a different way. Okay. If you're able to keep that body aligned more, in which they're starting to get those more complementary and alternative therapies within the different programs in different hospitals, but they're offering it to the persons after they're already sick,
right?
And after they're progressively ill, and they offer it to them more so as a supportive measure instead of this is what's going to actually do. We're going to use this for a treatment. And allow you to be able to take that comforting treatment home with you to allow your body to continue its own healing. We're just going to give you a little taste of it and let you use this to help you ease up that stress that you had earlier today, instead of allowing you to fully flourish yourself within it in the holistic medicine and truly benefit from the benefits that it has to offer to you. So to me, it's kind of sad. And since I've been out of working in a nursing area, I've been out of working in a hospital, I should say now, for about maybe 5 years.
Okay.
So I find that I'm in a better place. And not just because I'm able to control like my own scheduling and things of that nature, but I'm able to control the way that I feel my emotions. I'm not getting up, oh my God, what time is it? Oh, I gotta hurry up. Let me go wash myself up. Let me go brush my teeth. Let me rush, get myself to work. On the way to work, I'm driving, heart racing like a mug. I'm like, oh my God, I'm releasing all of this unnecessary cortisone that's just tearing my body up throughout the day. Then by the time I get home, I'm so exhausted. I don't feel like doing anything. You got kids. You aggravated that your kids asked you for something. It's just a vicious cycle. And it's like the world set us up to be in this cycle. And that's not what we're here for. We're not here to live like that. We are here to live in bliss. Yeah. We are here to be happy. We are here to be in control of what we see, what we think, what we feel, what we find comforting. Like we was talking about the mushrooms. Mushrooms is awesome. Alternative medication, plant medications is awesome. That's what they need to be pushing more of. Okay, they're not addictive. First of all, marijuana is not addictive. Mushrooms are not addictive. I'm not talking about the man-made or the souped-up medications or the psychedelics or psychotropics, as they like to call them. None of those. Medicines that actually help you be able to tune into your pineal gland, being able to tune into your spirituality, helping you calm down and be able to get into, we're gonna get scientific a little bit, y'all. We got right side and left side of our brain, right? The left side of our brain is the side of our brain that is more of the analytical, the more theoretical part. It's the more factual part. It's the part that will make stuff up when it does not have the whole picture. Okay. So that's why we like imagine stuff. Like you can say your boyfriend, he went to the store, but he been gone for an hour. Oh, he talking to some girl. That's that left side of your brain. Okay. Then when he come back with some food, something that he saw that he thought was nice. Maybe somebody was selling something, so he stopped and he got it. And now you feeling like, oh, I might have kind of jumped the gun. I'm glad I didn't say nothing. That's the left side of the brain. It got to fill in the blanks because it don't quite have the whole picture, and it wants to have the whole picture. Our right side of our brain is more so our creative side. Okay? I'm sitting here thinking before I forget it. When we telling a lie, the eyes tend to go up and go to the left. That's because you're trying to fill in the blanks. When you're telling the truth, you automatically go to the right. That's because this is factual information. Regardless of how it make you feel, it's factual and it's here. It's emotional, so you can bring it up from that area. Okay? That's the truth center. But this is also your Nirvana center, okay? When people do meditation, that's the area that they go into, the right side of their brain. They are actually able to shut that communication, that talking side. Like when you're meditating, you hearing stuff, you like, oh, that is so distracting. What is that? Such and such just made a bump. Such and such just dropped this. You focusing on everything else that's going on. That's that left side of your brain. The right side of the brain wants you to relax. It wants you to focus on your breath. It wants you to be able to feel your blood circulating through your body because these are sensations that we have. So when we let our right side of our brain take over, we can get ourselves in more of a blissful area. That's the area that can also allow your body to be able to heal too. So the more you're able to get over into the right brain, in which different healing modalities do, they help you stay over into the right side of the brain and help you learn how to control the left side of the brain. That's what the true benefit is when we do any type of meditation. And that's what energy healing basically is. Learning how to control your brain to project and control your energy.
Okay. Ooh, that's a lot.
They don't think about that. They don't. They know that in medicine. They just don't. They don't give it to us the way that we need to have it.
Because it wouldn't benefit them.
No, because it's not gonna make no money.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Monetary wise, like it wouldn't benefit them.
Health insurance drives the medical field. Okay. What health insurance pays for is what you're able to have. Okay. Yes. Health insurance does not pay for energy healing. They does not pay for complementary and alternative therapy. You might find some insurances that'll pay for like yoga, but it's not classified as an energy modality whatsoever. It is an exercise, and that's what you utilize it for.
Okay. You had to sneak that in there, like, I want to do this yoga. And then really be focusing on something else.
And then you have to have a true, what's classified as a diagnostic related group illness in order to even receive the benefit.
That's unfortunate.
It really is.
That you pay for insurance that won't allow you to receive the treatment that you want. You're forced to go and take pills or take injections. But I've seen people like diabetics who change their way, like their eating habits, and have been actually able to come off of insulin. And become non-diabetic. Go from IDDM to, you know, just having nothing. It's like, wow, how to do that? But it takes a lot of focus and, you know, that effort.
It takes the mindset. You changing the way that you not just think, but you changing your lifestyle, the way that you are taking on things. Once you take on a commitment to having better health, you are taking on a commitment to being better to yourself. Okay? And if that's what your intention is, that's where your energy is going to go. So if I say, every day I'm going to do an affirmation, I love myself. Something really simple. I love myself. Every day after I keep saying that, I'm going to truly start feeling and start seeing the things that are mostly important and closest to I love myself. So now you starting to change your mindset. So if I love myself, am I going to really sit here and smoke a pack of cigarettes? And I love myself. I'm probably not going to do that. I'm probably not going to even have to taste for the cigarettes no more. Because I love myself. I really want to go and get this triple cheeseburger. I'm going to have me some cheeseburgers. Okay? Because I like meat. And I like two meats together. I like cheese and meat. Okay? But I don't got to be excessive with it. Because I love myself. And I'm going to have a better quality of it.
So affirmations really work if you put them to use on the daily, but you have to be consistent. And you have to believe them, not just say them. You have to believe them. And as you believe them, that's how you manifest. That's how you manifest. You bring what you're saying in your affirmation or what you're saying in your daily say or your daily prayer. When you say those things, you bring those things to the forefront of your mind. So you activate this area in your subconscious. It's called your reticulating activating system. When you bring that system to life, in which we do it all the time, you jump in your car, you take off, you say, I need to get something from the store. I need to go to the store to get some batteries. You get in the car, you drive to the store. You don't sit and think, start the car, put it in drive or reverse, whichever direction you got to go in. You don't sit and mechanically think of all of these things. You get in the car and you do it. You don't even focus on, when I get to the corner, I got to turn right. Then I got to make a left when I get so many miles down. You don't even focus like that. You get in there and you do it. Don't get on the phone or something like that and start talking. You'll mess around and be at your point of destination. You don't even realize how you got there.
Right.
Okay? That's your reticulating activating system. That's your subconscious. You said it was important that you needed to go to the store to get some batteries. That was your mission. That was your goal. So that's what you're set out to go do. The same thing is when you use affirmations. You activate that system. Once you activate the reticulating activating system, it's no magic. It's just bringing those things to your forefront. Bringing those things that are most important to you. So if you say, I want to make $1,000. You don't focus on how I want to make $1,000. Just focus on, I want to make $1,000. Okay? And you can use any energy healing modality to do it. Breathing, any of those things. So you say, I want to make $1,000. And you keep bringing that to your forefront. You keep bringing that to your forefront. As you out and about, things that can bring the $1,000 closer to you, you'll start recognizing those things. Okay, those things will be more important to you. You will see them.
Yeah.
You may see a job that say 2 days of work, $1,000 pay. Right. You might not have paid attention to that no other time. It may not have came to you no other time. Okay? You looking on your phone, you scrolling through your emails. Or you looking on Facebook, just scrolling and in your news feed. They go apprenticeship program. It's only a month long. Damn, I might not get $1,000 for doing this apprenticeship program, but I sure can make $1,000 if I go to work doing this work. And it's something that I want to do.
I never
So it brings the things that are important to you. That's how affirmations work. That's how mindset works. Anything that's important to you, once you set it, you put it out here into the universe, you make it be your true intention, what you want it to be, it'll start coming to you.
And see, a lot of people don't believe that the universe is listening. They don't think the universe is energy or has power.
Yes,
you know, everything has to be related to God, or they start.
Well, okay, the universe is God.
The universe is God. So people
that?
start
they say
to
the Father
separate
and the Mother.
In a sense, or oh, you crazy? You talking about put it out in the universe? But if you put it out in the universe will give you. It'll give you what you want. You just have to recognize it.
Yeah.
You know. So I see like a lot of programs now. People are saying manifest your destiny, and they're actually paying to hear some of the things that you're saying, but it's knowledge that you already have. Like a lot of those courses, you
don't have to pay anybody for that. No. But you know what that comes from?
But they have programs now. Manifest your destiny. Pay me, and I'm gonna show you how.
And they charge a lot of money for it.
They do. They do. I find that programs like that prey on the weak because, especially with our young people, if you can look at somebody and tell when they don't believe. When they don't believe in anything. If you don't believe in anything, you don't believe in yourself, anything like that. And you can look at a person and tell when they do not have that belief, that confidence, that assurance within themselves. Because a lot of young people just look old, lost. They be like, oh, I'm 26, you're looking 56. Like, come on now.
Okay. Because you're doing a little too much.
Yeah. A lot of that now is too
much.
They're abusing their bodies and abusing their minds.
They popping pills. You taking pain pills to feel good. Pain pills to have sex.
Lowly vibrational activity.
Yes.
So that brings you down.
Yes.
And that keep you sick.
Yes.
Vibrating low stuff can just tag on to you. Exactly.
That's right.
Got a mother that
here go Auntie.
All she did was give her man something.
Yeah. Preach on that broom, Auntie.
Yeah.
It's sad because the money that was coming to the house was your money when you first got there.
And sometimes that's what you
good.
got taught.
You good.
You
know? Oh yeah, you can curse.
That's what you didn't got taught.
Yep.
But like what she just said,
you gotta break them generational curses.
You catering to your man and not your child.
And not your child.
In some of these instances, you forget.
Yep, they didn't
ask your child carrying on that same behavior. Or what they call generational curses.
Generational curses. Yep. I think somebody had emailed us a while back and they were talking about generational curses and how the black parent, the black parent passes down those bad habits to their daughters, and then it's hard for them to break that cycle.
Yeah.
Because they see it every day, and so it becomes normal.
Exactly.
To them.
Exactly. And it's something that you become comfortable with. Yeah, it's something that you become comfortable with. So it's a lack of mindfulness. A lack
talked about that. What you putting out here?
Not really understanding. When you are a negative person, you generate that negativity and you send it out, and people carry it. Okay, whether you want to or not, you do. And if you're not mindful that you carry other people's shit, then you kind of act like that. Okay,
and that's why it's
so you got to be mindful.
And it's important to recognize that. And when a person's negative, and stop it right there. Stop it right there. Don't even let it come to your doorway. Stop it right there.
So,
Dr. Diamond.
Our young kids, they growing up with what they see. Hey, I'm just telling you, you know the real. That's how I look at it. As I call myself, y'all, I try to get a little Ghetto, but I am the ghetto spiritualist. Okay. Okay. I try to talk to people where they at. You don't gotta try to be all up here.
Yeah.
And you trying to get somebody down here.
You see what you're dealing with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If I want to be positive, I want to carry this positivity out, and I want it to radiate out around me. As energy healers, that's what our mission is. Okay. And the more you can push it, the more you can bring people up around you. So like when y'all leave out of here today, y'all not gonna leave out of here with no ill feelings. Y'all not gonna leave out of here thinking no bullshit. Y'all gonna leave out of here thinking of, so what is some ways that I can do some stuff to make myself feel better?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's part of pushing that positive. What you gonna be saying? You gonna be saying, well, I'm gonna give me some.
She gonna put that energy on her home.
I ain't mad, girl. Her sacral chakra
Auntie
is
Pimp.
doing it. I ain't mad, girl. That's right. You all on.
But it gets to be more positive.
Yep.
It's too much green-eyed jealousy out
There we go.
Yep.
You're right.
You're
that
right.
green-eyed
You're
monster.
right. And that's why people are stealing
Mhm.
and killing one another because of jealousy.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Okay.
Every time I like you can see somebody and you'll see them and you'll say, oh, they're doing good, they're growing their business, they're flourishing their career. Then all of a sudden that jealousy pop up and somebody will hurt them, rob them, anything.
But see, that's that hurting you.
Yeah.
We all one. What you project on somebody else is what you already must be having within yourself.
Yes.
Okay. So be mindful of what's going on within you. Be loving.
Yes.
Be love.
Be
Love.
true.
We
That's
all
right.
comes back to
That's
love.
right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I buried my son at 22.
Mm.
That's a hard pill to swallow.
Yes.
Boy.
Yeah.
Sound like she needs some Reiki healing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I most definitely it is.
The only thing he healed me was the grace of God.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing he did.
God's grace.
Yep.
All right.
He said his only begotten son down here that we may live. So I'm going to meet somewhere and bust me a nut.
Bust that nut.
Okay,
Hey,
Auntie, we gonna wrap it up
Feel
with you.
good, feel good.
gonna wrap it up
Mindful
with
of your
you.
feelings.
Right.
Okay?
All right.
So we're gonna wrap this up. We have Diamond from Divine Nursing Angel. She came to kick it with Keisha&K.C to give us some information on that Reiki healing. Maybe we'll be able to have her come back because it's a lot of information that we still wanted to touch on. So hopefully you'll come back in another week.
Because I want to talk
or
about
so.
my fusion.
We didn't even get a chance
We didn't get
to
to talk about the
that.
cannabis. Everybody likes smoking.
Right. So we're gonna have her
we
come
gonna
back
come
and
back
do a segment of nigga news.
Yes.
And talk about the benefits of the cannabis. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Ace of Spades and Vano's Boutique. We appreciate y'all. Mwah.
Welcome to nigga news today. You know, I got my mad song. We start to be mad songs. And you get to show everybody, you know, things like this. But shit, we're gonna show y'all this nigga shit we be on, you know what I'm saying? Going on, go, cut the purple yellow leaves off, talking shit. You know what I mean? You know? I got my homie Rome in the house. I got my homie, you know, that nigga Steve back there in the house. It's great. And shit. Welcome to nigga news, HBB, homeboy Thug. First topic today, since I got on my green mask, I'm a G, and I come with that green, you know what I'm saying? Let me just take it off. Let me come out my superhero mask, you know what I'm saying? Cause I be hitting people with the RSO, you know? But hold on, I want to have a contest. Like, I'm tired of all these motherfuckers talking about they got good weed, they got the best this, the best that, Zaza. And they be girl. Oh my God. Man. So, put my glass on, y'all know. Yeah, sun's so bright sometimes in here. But what I want to do is, they got, you know, like they got the High Times Cup and things like that, which is a good award, but now that they made that, you gotta have a state license to get a High Times Cup award. Which, you know, I feel like I guess they had to do that because it's turned illegal. But I wanna make the street award You know, we thinking about calling it, what we gonna call this award? The best weed, goddamn.
Power of the puff.
The power of the puff. You know what I'm saying? I'm even willing to give $1,000 grand prize to the winner. You know, we probably have a little simple entry fee, you know, a little $100 entry fee. We need an ounce of your best weed.
They only test the ounces.
Right.
Only ounces.
Right. So we need an ounce of your best weed. We need your entry fee. You must be 21 and over. And yeah, that's a must. Now, no kids. Now, you could be a dealer, you could be whatever, a grower, whatever. We just want to show people where the best weed is, and we want to show them what's really going on. So now we finna challenge everybody. I'm sick of all y'all talking about y'all got the flames. They got girls out here selling $100 ounces, $79 ounces. Other time they got the Zazas and all that bullshit. But it's your chance. Big Dog, yeah, that's right, that's the name of one of my names. Big Dog Collective is giving out a motherfucking award for the best street weed in Detroit, Michigan, or the whole Michigan area. You can send your weed, get with, probably put the email so you can get the form. Keisha&K.C.
Yeah, gotta get with them.
We gonna get the weed to them, because, you know, we still behind this shit.
We be working.
I still wear wide, you know, with my man. This gray on this nigga. I'm superhero around this bitch. I'm still playing superhero around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, hey, question. How y'all
$1,000 prize. Get with the game. Get with the game, man. Get with the game. What's going on in nigga news?
I got a question. I don't want nobody to get pissed when I say this, because niggas be in their fucking business. But for Shorty who did that $6 million Black Lives Matter movement and bought that $6 million mansion. Hey, BLM. Been living miserable, baby. I've been living miserable. So I'm not mad at Shorty for going to get that house. That's why you start a non-profit. Take them donations. And you get you a apartment on the east side.
But let's be real for a minute. First of all, the Black Lives Matter, when I saw them marching, it was more white people than it was black. So I ain't pretty much feel that, you know, but I understood the meaning. I'm like, cool, at least somebody's saying something. But when you start a non-profit organization, the goal really always is to make some money. And she built one of the best non-profit organizations in history, almost, you know. So I mean, you know, as long as I think she need a nice place to stay. I don't think she can stay with the normal, regular people. So I ain't mad at her for getting that $6 million house. Look at this nigga, he gonna answer the phone and we live on nigga news. You know what I'm saying? That's tough nigga shit.
I'm having this shit. It's nigga shit.
Yeah. Man, tell them motherfuckers to call us back, man. We on nigga news, man. But fuck it. As long as you at least send your best people, let them use the house like an Airbnb. And then I'm all for it. Way to get $6 million for a house. I've been dreaming of one. What else going on in the news, man? What else? Oh man, fuck Will, man. Will slap like a little bitch, man. That shit looked like my bitch at 89 trying to slap me, you know, drunk. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No man slap nobody like that. I don't even talk about that shit.
Even with the salt.
Hey, I do know one thing. I know that nigga Chris Rock sent that motherfucking lawyer paperwork with that disclosure, like, I'ma sue you, but I'm not gonna sue you for that much. But if you make it that disclosure shit, if you announce that I'm suing you, I'm gonna sue you for a lot.
That's why you're saying
I know he getting some money off that slap. That's that good money slap.
You heard when he said it? How do you feel about the slap? I'm still processing it.
Nigga, that's what I call a money slap. Like back in the day, back in the day, I wanted to be a rapper and shit. So, you know, all my little buddies and shit, they was hustling and shit, so they was really meeting the rappers and shit. Like, at one time, we had a club, I brought all the fucking rappers to this bitch. Courtesy of my buddies, you know what I'm saying? We like the wise guys. But they knew my dream back in the day. I was like, man, if I could just get close to 50 Cent, smack the shit out of him and y'all get it on tape, then I'm gonna be famous. You know what I'm saying? Like my homie Little, they knew this was on my bucket list for years. So, like I think my boy Little, he bought 50 to Silver Rain when he let me come and shit, because they knew I wanted to get that money slapped. I was gonna bring all them jailbird niggas. Cause I couldn't be a rapper because you know y'all get to fucking with me. Oh man, I just bring all the niggas out of jail with them big ass 30, 40 arms. Like we going there and mashing. You know what I'm saying? Give everybody $1,000. Ain't no fucking with me, you know what I'm saying? That's why I be tripping on the rappers. They be having beef, be scared to go to the venue and shit. Shit, I crashed that venue with some motherfucking niggas straight out of jail, need that money. I was like Arnold Schwartz in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like Arnold, kill the scene. But you know, that's why God ain't let me be a rapper. He told me to grow some pot and chill out. Look at this gelato. Look how pretty gelato is. It's getting on this wall color. You know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, with the trophy and the prize and all that, you will be competing against me. I am putting a couple strands in the lab. I don't know, we might use PSI labs. I used them before when we was the Bud Brothers, you know what I'm saying? When we came in at 32% with that sunshine back in the day. So I think I'm gonna try to go to them because I'm friends. I love them people. You get the details. What else going on? Shit, we had What about wait? What about the lady that stabbed her damn kid with a 2-year-old kid? Damn. Y'all hear about that? They tried to say the boyfriend or somebody did it, but they couldn't. He had cameras at his house. Damn. Y'all hear about that?
No,
man, that's some sick shit.
I heard about old girl getting robbed for that motherfucking road.
But what? Oh yeah, the old girl got robbed with a road.
Yeah.
She on some nigga shit, she probably look at the nigga that bought that shit. He said, I'm going back to get my bitch. Bitch ain't gonna not give me no pussy, walk around rolling up. You gotta watch, see, that's why I be teaching my daughter. You gotta watch that shit. You can't be just accepting gifts from niggas. Motherfucker nigga, you think that nigga wants you to keep that rolling? You think that nigga wants you to keep that motherfucking purse? Shit. Nah, hell no. So you mean Maloney want all this shit back. That shit player like me. Like I like a bitch to keep all the shit I bought so she can remember me. You know what I'm saying? I ride past, she be like, yeah, I bought all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But there ain't too many niggas like me. Yeah. What else we on today? We got the cameraman in the room and shit. We brought that nigga to the spot. Oh, we got it. What's that? I got Zookies. Nobody got. I got Zookies straight from Cali. Look at that Zookies play right there. That's beautiful. We got Zookies, gelato. What else? I got ice cream, cookie in this motherfucker. What I got in this motherfucker? What we got? We got motherfucking Animal Men. We got Gary Payton. White Runs. What we got? Gigi Foe, BB Crump, and Wet Pussy. I got motherfucking. Howlin' Diablos, Midnight Roots, GMO. Had like 41 different strands. I used to work at my husband's that on the basket of rabbits. So she was 32 flavors, I'm 41 flavors.
Even my own Lisa smoke.
Yeah. This is smoke. This is smoke day. What else happened in the news? We've been tweaking on
Why are they snatching people for these clips? If you don't want them to drag race and they find a spot for them to do it, let them do it. If they not pulled up and down your street and they inside of a regular parking lot, let them do it. That's not a crime. They just driving fast. And they ain't fucking with nobody because they ain't coming down your residential street. So if they're in an open lot, an empty parking lot, let them motherfuckers burn that gas. You know where they at.
Well, I disagree on that because they let them start doing that. They blocking the streets, the middle of the street. Like I had them circle me one time. It was crazy. I was, I can't even say what happened. But they circled me niggas tweaking. You know what I'm saying? I had somewhere to go, you know? I ain't like that shit at all.
On the street though, right?
Yeah.
That's why I say an open parking lot.
But you gotta remember, a lot of motherfuckers gonna join in that can't drive, man. You know, everybody ain't no highbrow. Everybody ain't got no control over no little 1,000 power, 1,000 horsepower ass demon.
That's cool. That's why they gonna burn their shit out.
But they let nobody get a license burn.
They gonna look crazy for their peers. But it's gonna
I'm against shit. Take all their cars. I don't give a shit. That plastic ass Hemis. I work for Chrysler. That bullshit ass truck motor. That's how I feel about that motherfucker. I drive Cadillacs. Every black man should have a fucking Cadillac, goddamn. But fucking Steve wants to try to race so he can go in the parking lot and make some money. He's in the parking lot pimping. That's that nigga shit. Yeah, he's like, let the nigga down. I'm jump out, baby, you a rat.
I might have sold him some shit. That made it great. But as long as I got that payment, and you know you read the disclosure on the label.
He ain't get no whippings when he was little. He ain't get no whippings.
Yeah, man.
You gotta start whooping these kids too. That's why these kids shooting each other and fucking with the guns and shit. Like, my daddy used to lay guns all over the place, but I knew not to touch the motherfuckers. He'd beat my motherfucking ass. I say, if he even saw a smudge on that motherfucker that looked like my fingerprint, I'm getting my ass beat. I knew this. So I ain't touched the guns. But these kids shooting each other, these kids doing crazy shit out the street. Little kids just robbed the liquor store. 14, his mama turned him in.
Yeah, I hear that.
I cheer for that.
That nigga had a large amount of money.
I wish his mama didn't turn him in, kinda, though. But shit, well, ain't no telling what he was gonna turn into.
Well, you know what? I tell you what happened. If niggas just be themselves, they're gonna be out here on that fuck shit.
But hugs to the mama, that's why I clap really is hug. Because I know that was some heartbreaking ass shit to do.
But back,
Maybe she was just tired of his little bad ass, like the daddy ain't around, this nigga acting like the daddy and motherfucking heathen. So maybe she did the right thing.
he out here living in heaven. They go
They broke about his bitches.
bitch.
You say that shit better than Too Short.
Out here living bad because he's trying to follow that ego.
Yeah, it's blood pressure.
Let that ego alone, you'll find that love for real.
What's your dad at?
Remember that.
What about Brad? What else? You got something you want to talk about, bro? Y'all want to talk about it all? I've been wanting to do Best Internet Girl. Oh, man, because I've been checking y'all, bro. Out. Woo.
Hey, man, say this
I'm just looking. Just looking, that's all. I don't really want no pussy. I'm just looking, you know, checking it out, you know what I'm saying? Because pussy, yeah, I know about the coochie bill. I ain't, you know, I'm trying to stack my $600 pants at work. That's what the fuck I want to be. Can't do that with a bunch of coochie. Coochie trying to take all the money. What y'all know about that? The coochie bill. Let's talk about the coochie bill in this motherfucker. Ready to that? I'm ready. Let's go off quick.
I say it.
Let's talk about the coochie bill. You believe in the coochie bill? Let's actually think do they believe in the coochie bill. Like, do they be paying for the pussy every time this motherfucker? I know I didn't pay for the pussy. I pull that money. I hate girl. Make me smile. Like John himself.
What is coochie bill?
Back in the day, me and my cuz, shout out to my cuz, Ben Franklin and shit. We used to call, before they made the Woo Drink Cues, we used to be like, let's go for, what we used to say that was? Woo Dreams or some shit. Damn, I can't think of it. But we'd go to White Castle after we had some drinks and got some weed. There used to be this bad whole house around the corner from the Fox Theater. Oh my God. Shout out to BB and his brother, man. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? They was in my car club too. Rough Dogs back in the day. But BB had a whole house. Man, me and D had so much fun in there. But that started me with my coochie bill, you know what I'm saying? I think it was like, BB used to let me get the room for like $20 and I get it for 60 or 80 bucks.
So coochie bill is drinking.
Well, it could be anything. Drinking, it's just you gonna pay for all this pussy. Any pussy you got, you can spend some money on, and that's paying for it.
Hey, you spending something more than money.
It's a coochie bill.
You can pay something more than money if I'm paying attention, I'm paying.
If you got $1 million, then you got $1 million bitch at home. That's a
I'm paying
coochie bill.
attention, I'm paying. Remember that. If I'm paying attention, I'm paying.
Oh, here we go. He's free. He ain't big.
But look, shameless plug. Holla at Monopoly like for all y'all folks with the edible needs. For real. I'll sell pussy.
Shameless plug. You see that? Say that shit again.
Shameless plug. Holla at Monopoly like for all your edible needs.
You trying to sell the edibles or get donations for the edibles for that pussy bill? The pussy bill, really. What about you? You got a pussy bill? I got a pussy bill. What's wrong with y'all? These niggas act like they wasn't on camera about the pussy bill.
You know what? I do got a pussy bill. I got 3 of them that live at home.
I pay my pussy bill.
Shit, that's
My mama told me about my pussy bill.
Teach you a motherfucker. I need to put in like a stocking with Charmin or Kleenex. Them bears, I need them bears. I need stocking that. I got 3 girls at the house. That's the pussy.
Hey, don't bring the kids in here.
That's the pussy bill. Okay, love you.
I got 5 of them. I love all my kids and my baby mama.
We say kids. I'm talking girls specifically. That's tampons. That's tissue. I run through more tissue. I don't be shit twice a day.
Man,
Tissue, no. That's my pussy bill.
Steve Tweet.
That's my pussy bill. Grocery bill.
Bro, let's go to the next one.
That's what he said, right?
Bro,
It could be anything.
Bro, do you got a pussy bill? You got a sign on it again? Come on, nigga. Let's see this. Hey, if you wrong pussy bill, chime in. We want to see y'all chime in. Hey, I was with this nigga wrong one day. He had some pussy in the car. That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it some pussy. I say, bro, I need some help at the grocery, man. Because he got to pick up truck until he come. So he come with a bitch. I guess she's drunk or whatever. She's like, I can't believe you just stopped the date to come help this nigga. But that's my dog though, you know? So, boom, but I saw it on her face like, damn, she pissed the fuck off. So I plowed, like what? I plowed like a shitload of dirt in this nigga truck. We get to the spot, take the dirt off. Ron get out the car, but he leave his shit running. And I'm looking like, this bitch is getting aggravated as a motherfucker. So I'm like, Ron, you need to turn the car off. Oh, he don't want me to talk about it. Hey, the bitch drove off with the truck. Stole this shit. We had to chase the bitch. Fuck. Hey, you just got with our crazy ass sister, man. He had me running lights and shit. Yeah, he ain't want to talk about that.
We had to go.
The to the snitch, he gonna be mad.
Bitch went to her nigga crib.
Yeah, she went to it. We had to go get the truck from her nigga crib. I'm like, I hope this nigga don't come. This nigga go to the door talking about, bitch, give me my keys to my truck. I know her nigga was in there like, what the fuck? Hey, but always a pleasure. We're gonna get back to tying up these big juicy ass nuts. Steve gonna get to helping me talking all that bullshit about distractions. See, that's what's wrong with the youth now. They think it's right to be just I like to relax. Look at the buildings for sale. I'm driving slow, motherfuckers. Shit, I might see something in the alley I want to buy. A light pole, a goddamn sign or something, billboard. Like, oh, that shit for sale. You can't do that speeding by. That's how I know y'all niggas ain't got no money. Just speeding by all the shit you think. But thank y'all for joining the Nigga News. We out this bitch. We going back to work.
Off in the lab. Nigga.
My pussy feel like that. I'm still wearing Gucci's at work.